Some would say my leadership journey started as a bossy older sister. The top photo is me and my younger brother. His first words were "go away." They were directed at me. I think this is my earliest feedback about my leadership style and my need to be aware of my audience. The bottom photo is me aged 9 as a flower girl in the production of the iconic Australian play Gimboola. The expression of curiosity and brave indignation pretty much sums me up and without a doubt set my leadership path in train. So a bit about my core values and how they were shaped. I moved around a lot as a child. I was born in Broken Hill and lived in several towns before moving to Sydney aged 13. My mother was a teacher, my father was a lawyer, both worked in the Aboriginal sector fighting for equal rights. Aged 12 and as a young activist protesting for nuclear disarmament, I collected thousands of petition signatures and was interviewed by local media. With a love of languages and culture at 18, I travelled to France to work as a nanny. At university and with many gay friends suffering from discrimination, I worked for the AIDS Council of New South Wales and also wrote my honours thesis on HIV/AIDS policy in France in the 1980s. Becoming a mother has had the greatest influence on my stakeholder management skills. These are my two daughters who are now 16 and 13. When Tilly was 3 and Tessa was 7 months old, I became a single mum. This time in my life taught me about resilience and optimism as I reshaped our lives. Some years later, I met my wonderful husband and together we formed a Brady Bunch with Anna, Hamish and Fergus. Becoming a blended family is incredibly rewarding and challenging. Overcoming the many bumps required great communication, creativity to bridge an age range of 3 to 14, enormous patience and empathy. But I didn't always get it right and I had to learn quickly from my mistakes. Last but not least, here is lucky number 6, our gorgeous puppy Albie. In the late 90s, I accepted a graduate position at IBM. One of IBM's most important inventions wasn't an invention at all. It was a game-changing insight called e-business. During the internet's rapid growth during the 90s, it looked like IBM would become a rapidly fading giant of an earlier era. Lou Gerstner was the global CEO and he saw an emerging new infrastructure, a new network-centric world that was going to fundamentally change the way we work. He transformed the company from a slow, elitist hierarchical culture to an adhocracy that was agile, innovative and competitive. Under his adaptive leadership, I witnessed firsthand the productive zone of equilibrium where we needed to stick our necks out to survive. The business strategy worked and within 6 years, IBM became a world leader in e-business, growing the business significantly. This time taught me about embracing change, the need for business strategy, innovation, culture and creativity. IBM paved the way for my next career opportunity as marketing manager of internet banking at NAB. NAB provided me with exceptional leadership opportunities even when I was a bit uncertain about my ability to perform in the roles. I soon moved to become the business development and alliances manager for the Flybuys joint venture with Coles. And after that, accepted a role in the office of the CEO as a strategy principal. It was a time of chaos, confusion and change with a foreign exchange scandal and a strategy that was based on growth by acquisition as well as the global financial crisis. NAB lacked diversity at every level. It was a long-established boys' club with very few women in leadership roles. I witnessed some of the worst leadership and cultural denigration of my career. My key learnings from this time are twofold. Accept roles that come your way, back yourselves even if you have to fake it until you make it, and don't underestimate the importance of working in organisations that align to your values. Brent is IAG's CMO. As his Director of Marketing Operations and Performance, he challenged me to be brave, to challenge the status quo, to be adventurous, culture-focused, to follow my gut, and to be authentic. For Brent, great work requires both art and science. You need to know your audience and how to creatively resonate with them. He talks extensively about purpose-led brands and has taken the NRMA Insurance brand back to its origins of help and transformed CGU into a progressive brand supporting ambition. He warns the industry to stop thinking about competing with competitors and realise they are competing with people's lack of time, competing with culture. He has zero tolerance for feckless, well-worn statements such as the insurance category is low involvement. He thinks these are excuses for low involvement marketing. For Brent, culture, people and teams are the key to successful brands. His aim was to create the best marketing team in Australia and last year he won that accolade through an unwavered focus on the job to be done, team design and talent. Brent is also a strong believer in taking time out in order to be creative. So what have I learned? I've learned that leadership is as much about the head as it is the heart. To deliver value requires both strategic thinking and empathy. Surround yourself by mentors and leaders who will challenge and inspire you. To be an effective leader, you need to foster adaptation, have a business plan, and culture is king. I have 3 growth areas. Firstly, embrace this equilibrium. With a heightened sense of the interpersonal world, I need to find the sweet spot to keep people engaged, depersonalise conflict and to act politically. Secondly, continue to push myself out of the detail and onto the balcony to see the big picture. Thirdly, back myself, be less approval seeking. Thank you.